All right, the LA Chargers get good news despite just a heartbreaking loss to the Chiefs. And if you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel all about the Chargers, giving an outsider's look into your team. All right, here's the good news. I got two things. Number one, just don't forget where you're at on this whole thing. I know it sucks to lose to those guys, but man, you're right there battling with the Chiefs. You're in the playoff hunt, first year of Jim Harbaugh. So it's like, man, I get it. But remember, the Lions, the first year with their regime, they started 0-11. Your first year, you're battling with the division leaders, the Super Bowl champions, right down to the wire. So don't forget that. Second thing, one of the things I think you got to be excited about that comes out of this loss is that you're dying. You're literally just like, you don't have any skill position players. You don't know what you've got. Ladd McConkey's out. J.K. Dobbins is out. Will Dissly's out. And you're just like, oh, okay, this is not good. But you've got Kamani Vidal is the running back that kind of emerges a little bit. Like, okay, what's going on here? But more than that was your tight end, Stone Smartt. How about this guy? You're just looking for anything. He catches a couple of huge first downs. Here's one of them on the other side, almost like a mirror image down here below where the guy catches it on the opposite side, but he goes up contested. Like, dude, this guy's like a wide receiver, tight end hybrid. I love this. Stone Smartt right now. Just, what's up, Antonio Gates? So you're doing all this, staying in the game with no skill position players. Wait until you've got cap room next year. You've got another, high draft picks. You got draft picks. See what you do in the draft. What if you can get Ladd McConkey back healthy? You get a stud running back, which you will. Another wide receiver. You've got now two tight ends that have developed. This is where it's like, okay, we're doing all of this again in the first year without our star, without any star players on offense. It's like, dude, this is crazy. So he caught 3 passes for 54 yards, showed playmaking ability, and you got to be happy about that. Now, another thing I think that's interesting is this is after, we've been giving Jim Harbaugh roses since the day he got here, but Jim Harbaugh's decision may have cost the Chargers the game versus the Chiefs. Let's talk about this, and let me know in the comments on this. He elects to not kick the field goal. It would have been a 56-yard field goal on fourth down. Now, here's the thing. This is he punts it away for 22 yards of field position to the Chiefs 16. So when you punt from here, what you have to do is this has to be inside the 10. It wasn't. So Chiefs win that. The Chargers lose the game by 2 when he does not kick this 56-yard field goal. Now, here's what we've got to watch. The game of football is evolving right in front of our eyes, where aggressive wins. You've got possession of the ball. And what are you going to do? Are you going to go for it, go for points, or give the ball back to them? What you've seen now with the Lions is they're going for it. They've got possession of the ball. They're going to continue to say, we want to keep the ball, right? Like, we get the risk reward, but we go for it enough. We'll get it enough that it'll outweigh any times that we don't get it. So what I'm saying in this is Jim Harbaugh has limited playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. So when they get in a situation where you can go for it on fourth down or get points remotely close to getting 3 points, you got to try for it versus here you go, take the ball back. Here you go, Patrick Mahomes. You take the ball. Will Jim Harbaugh adapt and get more aggressive? Because he is punt it, play good defense. Punt it, play good defense. And that works, and it keeps you in the game and takes you right down to the wire. And I get that. And I don't hate it at all. And Jim Harbaugh has built his career on play smart, play the game the right way, be there in the end, usually beat teams. But will he be aggressive when he needs to? Will he go for the win when he needs to? I think he will. I think he'll evolve, but remember, he's only 12 games into his NFL, or he's coached before, but like he's back into the NFL just 12 games. He's seeing how the game's played. He's seeing, in college, punt it away, make them go the length of the field. In the pros, man, they can go the length of the field like that. So I was like, well, shoot, that doesn't really help. So keep an eye on that and see what Jim Harbaugh does as the game, or as they keep going into the season. Speaking of tight ends, can we just talk really quick here about this? Is a list, and let me know in the comments the top tight ends in Chargers history. Gerald Everett, I love that guy. I shouldn't say love him like I know him that well, but I was always thought, man, he's solid. Now, with that being said, I don't even know where he's at now. So it must have not been that good. Would he go to the Bears or something? Where's that guy even at? He was so good. I thought he was such a good player that no one really talked about. Here he is, top 10 all time in the Chargers, but I don't even know where he went. Hunter Henry. Wow. Okay. Didn't see that one coming. I didn't even think he was that good. Okay, here we go. Let's just get right down to Kellen Winslow, too. Love it. It's part of the most influential offenses in the history of football, 100%. So one of the things is when we started to do this channel, it's like, wait a second here. What, like Dan Fouts, I had no idea. Heard of Air Coryell before, but I don't know. Didn't just thought it was like, kind of a run and gun something. But it's like, no, these dudes back when no one was doing this, throwing the ball all over the place, 4,000 yards. Dan Fouts, Kellen Winslow, name all the receivers. It's just like, what? So Kellen Winslow was part of that. I think it's awesome. And then number one, Antonio Gates. So Kellen Winslow would be number one ranked tight end in the history of just about every other franchise, but that is because they don't have Antonio Gates, who I totally agree was one of the most influential figures in sports when he was playing. It was like, well, what is this guy? He's a basketball player. We all know his story, and he just changed the position. It was like, what if you get this super athletic dude that nobody can really cover? So I love it. That's crazy. Okay. Just again, you're in great shape. If I'm a Chargers fan, it's just like, man, we're going to the playoffs. We're going to finish the season strong. Chiefs, fine. You did it again. I mean, what do you do, right? You've won a bunch of close games. You finished this one off. Hats off to you. Maybe we'll see you in the playoffs. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll see all of you on the next one.